Tax day is coming up this Monday, and it may have you thinking about your finances. Here to share some tips for ways we can start making that money work for a little harder for us is Ryan Kilgore, Market Director for JP Morgan Chase. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me again.
It's great to have you. So a lot of people are, hopefully, they may be getting money back and they want to invest. But investing can be intimidating for a lot of people. They may not even know where to start. So what do we need to know?
Yeah, investing is intimidating when you hear the word investing, because
Yes.
I think the first thing people think is we have to have a lot of money. And that common misnomer is just not true. So the first thing we have to do is really take an honest look at our financial situation, understand how much money do we want to put away, what risk can we really afford to take, and when do we really want to get started. And so for people, when we do look at our honest situation and say, okay, what do I want to save for short term? What do I want to save for long term? The biggest thing that most of us are going to have to save for long term is that retirement. Right. And so when we think about our retirement, really we just have to get started, and really the smallest amount, whether it's $10 when we match our Dunkin' Donuts contributions every morning into a retirement account, it gets us started, and that's really the biggest piece of it.
So when should people get started? Is there an age that you say this is good?
And really, the sooner the better. And although there is no wrong answer, but we should definitely get started as soon as we start working. And so, whether again you're 18 years old and working, or you're 25, when we get that first paycheck, we should be contributing to our retirement accounts. Again, it's going to be the biggest nest egg that we have. And so we like to use a phrase that says it's not timing of the market, but time in the market. That's really going to make the difference. And so the sooner the better that we can get started, the better for everyone.
Now, a lot of people see things on TV. They understand that the market can be risky as well. So what are some of the additional steps that people can make sure that their investments are safe? Because you work hard for this money. You want to make sure that where you're putting it, you're not going to be losing a ton of money.
Absolutely. And again, none of us are experts unless you see an expert. And so one of the things that we like to encourage people to do is to go in, and obviously in all of our Chase branches, we have a financial advisor who is a licensed professional that can talk and give you advice and really understand what's important to you. Again, we all have different goals. We all live different lives. And so really sitting down and saying, what is going to work for me? How long do I need to keep that money set aside? And what things are going to fit into my life and really also make me to be able to stomach, right, the risks that matter. And because we're all different, it's really important to work with a professional to determine that.
And that risk management will change depending on your age and as you get older, correct?
Absolutely, right? When we're all young, right, we like to think of ourselves as having a ton of time and we invincible. And so we might be willing to take on a lot more risk in life and in our investments. And as we get older and start to think about our retirement age, we start to scale back and start to think more conservatively, and our investments should really work the same way.
Now, if you're a parent out there and you're watching today, what should parents know people who have kids?
Yeah, and really we have to start talking to our kids about finances and money. And so again, it's more of a phases, right? When we have really young children, using the piggy bank method may sound cliche, but it actually works.
Right.
It's very tangible for really young kids. And again, as they get a little older, making them do work to earn money and chores, so that way they can understand the idea of earning money and then saving. Right. And then as they get older and are able to open a bank account, really helping them to understand savings versus debt, and then what are some of the different methods that they can use with their finances.
And knowing the value of money as they go along as well.
Is a major important part.
It's not just being printed, although we thought so.
Or on trees.
Or on trees. As kids, we all thought it. Thanks so much, Ryan, for coming in. Great to see you. We are going to share all of these tips Ryan has on the topics we just covered on Rhode Show.com so you can start saving and, yes, investing.